David, a 2-0 defeat at Stockport this evening. What's your analysis?
Yeah, listen, we played a good team, two really good front men. They dropped the ball down the side and they're a handful, and Barry particularly in first half causes a lot of problems on the left-hand side. But the frustrating bit for us is the amount of ball wins we had when we showed in the video clips here, and all we have to do is pass to Troy in the middle of the pitch and Tyrese and dribble up the pitch and with 2v2 on the centre-backs, which is what we work on, a massive part of the game model. And we miss it, we go back down the side that we come from, or we turn back and go backwards and sideways, and those moments are critical because they go to a really good team, really well organised, physically strong, but really it was balls down the side that caused us the most problems, and that shouldn't be the problem. And then when you give 2 goals away individually, you're not marking it far post, and then we give a pretty total control of the ball in a sloppy outside of the foot pass and ends up in your goal. Against the good teams you give yourself no real chance. Obviously we got people coming back, and I think when we brought Dabo, Callum, Jacob on, I thought we saw the quality of some of the players we brought in, but obviously we haven't had them available, and we only had them available for 20, well, I pushed it tonight longer than I probably should, but we only had them for 20-25 minutes, and it made a big difference. And in the end, Jake cuts one back, he probably picked Callum out, and Dabo dribbles into the box, and you start to look like a decent team. So we hope once we get them fit and others that are not too far off now, I think we're not a million miles away, but if you keep giving goals away like we do at the one end, and we miss big opportunities to play right through them after they kick it straight into the middle of the pitch, and we could go through. If you don't get those 2 bits right, you've got no chance against the good teams.
Is the positive tonight that shift we saw after the treble substitution? I suppose the players you haven't seen on the pitch that you want to see on there in terms of Jacob, Fanky and Callum?
Yeah, listen, we brought really good quality ones in. We got Jordan Moore-Taylor, we got Jordan Garrick, who would give us legs. Like you say, Callum Moore and Jacob and Dabo, and they're really strong. They'd be strong in the league. They're really good players, but we haven't had them, and that's the way it is. So I've got to find a way with the players I've got available, and it's 11 games in. I haven't had them yet, and hopefully we start to see a little bit tonight, but there's no point chucking them in and then breaking down and moaning it about it again. So I have to stay strong, stay patient, keep working, and find a solution with the ones I've got available, because I think there's enough talent in the squad to win games. But if you don't defend properly, then it don't matter who you got on the pitch, and you're not going to win the games.
It was a little bit of a formation shift to a sort of 4-3-3 with Matty Taylor sort of as a number 10. Did you see signs of what you wanted to see from a little formation shift?
Yeah, to a point, and then obviously we had trouble first half with Louis Barry kept rolling on the outside, and we needed to get him inside and then double up, and then that didn't quite work. Couldn't quite make that happen. I thought Matty and Troy worked their socks off. I thought, listen, I've got no problem with the players. They're the best group of lads that try hard. They care a lot, and we're just making simple errors, and the formations are irrelevant when you give away 4 goals. Yeah, we had a couple of counter attacks, and Kyle is a shot, and the lad makes a decent block. And I thought we looked threatening at times, but we don't take our chances, and we give 2 poor goals away. What chance have you got when that's the case?